Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hearts of Iron 4. I am here with the man, the legend, the Sith Lord himself, Jim. What do you say, Darth Jim?
The Congo. It's the foot fungus that just won't go away.
Congo. Just to be fair, the Congolese, is that what they are, right? They say called Congolese?
Yes.
The Congolese are a determined enemy. They will not be driven into the ground. They don't like to be free.
Do you see how many divisions are in there?
Before I do that, I do want to mention that I did sink the pride of the British fleet, the converted cruiser hull HMS Hermes. The Kriegsmarine is doing good things.
Cruiser.
Yeah. Now, what did you say?
I was saying, it's a small spot in the African continent, but they got a lot of divisions down there.
Yeah, it's Portugal, and some others as well. Rommel's getting ready to go. As soon as we start, Rommel's going in.
There's 32 just in the yellow section alone. There's another 17 in the blue section, and there's another 14 in the blue section just north of that.
Yeah, they're not playing around, and they also don't have a whole lot of infrastructure down there either.
I am trying my best. I got a port in South Angola on the docket. I've got train tracks everywhere. I mean, the supply line is telling me that I'm coming up short through what is it, Ethiopia and Sudan, and I got like level 6 infrastructure there.
I'll bring in my transports. I don't think I have any surplus transports though. Yeah, I don't have any surplus.
I mean, I've built in a couple of airports nearby so that I can get as many bombers in the air to drop on these people, and I'm telling you, this is...
Yeah, I've got some dive bombers there with the veterans. And the Ace Dolfo is there. And his night operations penalty is really good. He's got really good air attack. He probably should be fighting not on the dive bombers. I'm going to have to move him off.
I'm just saying, we're discovering now what that knucklehead general from Vietnam discovered, and that's that you cannot bomb enough jungle.
Let's see, I need to make sure I have a fighter group here that is decent. I have a lot of fighters flying over the channel. Here's one that's good. And we're gonna have to move that guy, that night fighter guy there. We need him over... Where is he at? Oh, where is he at? Maybe he's not familiar with this type of plane. Because I can't assign him to fighter. Well, it's kind of interesting to see this guy. This Ace, Dolfo, is good at naval targeting. Oh, wait a minute. He's not the one. Why? I thought it said he was a night fighter and everything. All right, well, whatever. Yes, I am assisting you down there. And we are going to start. Since we have landed over here, we're going to see how this develops. I'm going to watch Plymouth. All right. They're going to need to spread out quick.
Hey, finally it's green.
We're going to go ahead and push. The Marines are establishing a very quick beachhead. We are not really bombing enemy troops very much. The problem is there's just too many enemy aircraft in the air, but we do have a lot of bombers trying to bomb. The British are trying to tie us up at Plymouth. And we need some more tungsten. Alright, looks like we have succeeded in pushing them back. There is another port here, I believe. No, there's not. So we're going to have to be very careful what we send across the channel. And that is going to be General Paul Hauser.
Doogie's grandpa.
All medium tanks, and there's some light ones as well.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Doogie Hauser. We're well over 3-1 now. Well, yeah, quite a bit over 3-1. They're having all kinds of trouble in the air. Let's take a look at our intel here. They don't have many ships left, only 16. Their air power is down to 6.4K fighters. Good chunk of those are Supermarine Spitfires, which are good. They're just, I think they're 1942 tech. Or 41. We're a little bit low on tungsten. We just sunk 2 battleships and 3 heavy cruisers. Took no damage doing it because they don't have any fuel.
I was gonna say sitting ducks are sitting ducks.
They can't even run their guns to be able to turn them to face us. That is pretty pathetic. I'm guessing the odds are going to about 5-1 in our favor in the air.
Now that's the kind of Hunger Games I can get into.
It makes me hungry. And we pushed them back.
Oh, Cameroon, you are horrible. Say hello to martial law.
Bereit zum Ausrücken. Befehle?
Yeah, we gotta get some martial law and some military governors going on over here. Chad, you're at 20%. You can handle a military governor now.
Got a little bit of a jam up here. We could throw some more heavy fighters in the air, I believe.
Wow, good job, Germany. You were the difference maker. We finally pushed them off of there.
Rommel's doing good things.
He's doing great things. I've tried to attack that spot 5 times from 4 different directions. 1, 2, 3, 4. from 5 different directions and had nothing to show for it.
Yeah, we've got a lot of air power blowing them up too, so I've just sunk 2 more battleships, 4 cruisers, heavy cruisers, 17 light cruisers, 27 destroyers. Lost a destroyer in the fight. Again, this all of it's due to fuel shortage.
Well, you starve the animal and it's going to die eventually.
Yeah. See if they have any fuel here. Yeah, that's kind of in the middle. 4 there, 2 up north.
Zuhören!
The Marines are just digging in at this point. My jets really want to get involved in this fight. I'm forcing them to train those so they at least get trained before they head over the channel. They're also lacking some jets, but they do have 73. But I bet you they'll just have a field day shooting down the enemy. I need some more tungsten. This is becoming a theme. I'm at 216 right now. 224. I'll let Rommel plan a bit and stop pressing the attack. We're actually taking a beating here a little. I think we're probably okay. We're actually getting some bombs laid on the enemy. Yeah, this is bad. I lost 132 fighters. They've lost 775 in the last 30 days.
Yeah, what was this?
Yeah. They are bleeding. We're gonna stop training our buddies here. We're sending them over the channel. This is the first time they're getting to see jets.
Wow, your truck is fast.
Which one? The one with the skull on it? Just a regular old trucks.
Looks like a, well, I mean, it has the track in the back of it, so I guess it's technically not a truck.
Mechanized, it's a half track, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying, you just rolled up on those retreating guys in the Congo pretty fast.
How's your armored cars doing? Okay?
No, I just upped my suppression game, so oh, I guess yes they are. What the heck? I got 3,000 and change, in fact. You want some?
No, I've got some as well.
Sometimes you do it and it looks like you don't have anything, and then it like pops back a minute later.
Yeah, it's like some reinforcement hiccup.
Yeah, I've got upgrades on red, I got operations on red, and I got garrisons and reinforcements on green.
Walter the Blonde Knight, Erher shot down the king. Yeah, not surprised there. Improved worker conditions. Yes, please.
Oh, sweet! I got it too.
Improved worker conditions.
Yes, 89% just won't do.
I'm at 87. Yeah, would definitely like to raise that up some. It's almost 8-1 at this point. It's probably like 7-1 losses for them in the air. I think I can actually restore my lost fighters at this point. I can keep up my production.
Achtung!
The British are leaning hard on my divisions.
Well, yeah, it's their property, so.
They do get a bonus for being part of it's part of their country.
Yeah, I imagine they got home field advantage.
Yeah, it's like a 20% bonus for their core, fighting on their core or whatever. But they've got problems. We pulled in with a bunch of tanks.
Well, on top of that, you're fighting on your own property. It's never a good sign.
Yeah, let me see how we're doing with supply here.
I did that a couple of times this war, didn't care for it.
Oak supply is 14, income's 24, limit 24. I could put a small number of troops there. What about sending Eric von Manstein there? That's probably a good call.
He's a man's Manstein.
See how they like a whole bunch of heavy tanks rolling up on them. Granted, they can probably pierce them all, but...
Zuhören!
yeah, we have some fuel trouble over there in Africa, as you can imagine.
I can imagine a great many things.
Befehle! Bereit zum Ausrücken. Ihre Befehle? Bereit zum Ausrücken.
See if I can switch these over to heavies as well. Yes, I can. Giving most of my units heavy tanks now, it seems like.
Ihre Befehle? Bereit!
Most of the core German units are now getting heavy tank divisions. Or heavy tank, battalion. To kind
Really,
of...
I thought you would have just gone on to the modern tank.
Yeah, not quite there yet. The heavy tank offers them, they move slow, so it's just to cover them.
Sure.
They're not letting me dig in. Constant pressure. They've lost almost 1,000 planes in the last 30 days. I've lost 148. I have lost 56 support though. Medium bomber. There's no reason to keep running down that tree.
Ihre Befehle? Bereit!
Don't really need those. Operation Tannenbaum, don't really need that. We're done with all of this stuff here. We're done with all this. So Blitzkrieg, the land doctrine is done. So air doctrine, we are close to being done. And special forces is kind of okay. The only other thing would be maybe medium tank models, support artillery, and improve our armor heavy tank models, but that's all pretty close to being done anyway. We'll go for the medium tank models, I guess, for our national focus. I'll check the artillery. I could probably up that game a bit. I got quite a bit behind. Oh, they just are not giving up. Yeah, there's a lot of enemies like jamming up this. Oh, they stopped fighting for a second, and the fight starts again. They gave me a split second to dig in, like maybe 1 galactic hour.
Galactic hour.
1 galactic hour. Wow. Yeah, it's just amazing to see us shooting down. I've lost 6 fighters according to this, and killed 31. Overall, in the last 30 days, 139 fighters lost. 140. They've lost 1,044 fighters. It's just nuts. We still can't bomb them very well, though. What's going on with Rommel? He's still figuring out what to do down there.
Bereit zum Ausrücken!
Yeah, maybe it's because he's scared of the river crossing. It's a pretty big river, to be honest.
Transport planes are flying in full force down there. I wish you could see how many planes that the jets have shot down, you know? Oops.
Yeah.
They've had 1 accident, that's all I can see. Air attack is 40, agility is 79. Speed is almost 1,000 kilometers per hour. Other aircraft is 750 kilometers per hour. Air attack 42, a little bit lower air attack. Air speed is a little lower. Agility's quite a bit higher for the fighters. Fighters could always turn inside the jets.
Achtung!
Get reinforcements out there, I think.
Achtung! Zuhören!
Probably pull the Marines out. The Americans are starting to pull in too. Don't know how well the Marines are doing. I mean, they're definitely tough. I guess as Marines should be, right?
Yeah.
Are we looking over here in Iran? 44% fascist. We'll get to you later, Iran, one way or another. Right now we're finishing up a couple theaters of operation.
We are making some progress on the other side of Iran.
Vorrücken! Bereit! Achtung!
Says Rommel can level up, but there's nothing for him to level up.
Yep, that's what we call psych.
Psych! And same with Eric von Manstein.
Zum Ausrücken!
Let's see, Heinz Gurdon can't do anything.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Yeah.
Zeigt es ihnen!
There's your old buddy,
Zum Ausrücken!
Sepp Dietrich, that helped you wipe out Russia.
Yeah.
He was a key player in that regard.
Ain't no doubt about it. Plus his tanks.
Now you're giving credit to his tanks. He single-handedly wiped the floor with the enemy. Oh, Warsaw, why do you tempt me to just drop a nuke on you? Can build 3 land forts in Nord and Nordate. That's kind of useless. Ace pilot.
Stroker ace.
I could seize toolings in all kinds of provinces if I wanted to. I'm just leaving it alone because we have plenty of factories right now. The US is starting to show up. I'm going to tell the Marines to do other things now. I think we're going to maybe try to land in East Anglia or the Greater London area. Let's go crazy. Greater London area it is.
Los, los, los!
Start at Dunkirk, and let's land right next to London. What say you, Marines? Well, Carl Assey Bearswinger shot down Mick over England. Yeah, they're losing all their aces now. I've lost about 200 total aircraft, a little bit over 200 they've lost. 1,200 in the last 30 days. Well, the problem is they can pierce my weapon, or pierce my trucks, pierce my tanks, partially.
I just pulled another Mountaineer off the line. I can't believe how many of these things I got now. Oh, you're going in.
Trying to get the dive bombers involved because otherwise I see it as a red light. Wow. The Portuguese have attacked my submarines.
They want to feel like they're participating.
Yeah. We're gonna go hunting their airplanes. I think we're done with this nonsense. We're gonna tell Eric von Manstein to start pushing back. Well, they've got like 50 divisions on that line with me. I've only got about 30. And my tungsten is low. I need another supplier. I have to pull it from Italy. There we go. They cannot pierce my tanks. My heavy infantry either. That's nice. Nice. Hey, they're bringing their support planes in to get shot down too. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Hey, my rockets have all fired. Well, not all of them, but all of them from one area. Yeah, that's because they're V2s. They have the range to bomb London. We've got them down to just 350 transports. They're bleeding transports, bleeding fighters. It's just bad news for them all around at this point. I mean, there's nothing they can do either. I mean, if they want to say, let's stop putting fighters in the air, it might be an opportunity for them, but then I would just wreck them with my air power, you know?
Right.
So they got to keep throwing up what they can, even though it's getting shot down. It's their only hope is just to try to hang in there and try to wear me down, but there's no way. We have a considerable amount of artillery, anti-tank, which I don't even use, support equipment, trucks, medium tanks, rocket interceptors, and heavy fighters. Yeah, you're getting some dive bombers from me. That's pretty cool. My dive bombers are decent.
And I'm deploying dive bombers all over the Central African continent.
My Marines are ready to go. Actually, you know what? Let's not send them just yet.
Befehle!
Their organization is just half. If we can take that port, the level 10 port, I can dump an entire full army stack there.
Which is huge.
Yeah, I could probably take Dietrich over. Dietrich probably doesn't need all these light tanks either. He probably should be switching over to mediums, but actually, are we still short mechanized? Yeah, we're still short quite a bit of mechanized. 3 civilian factories. A whoop whoop.
Beginning of the game, I give my left pinky for civilian factories.
Yeah. Let's go build on our buddy's land. If he has anything left to build on. Oh, okay, yeah, we can up his game a lot. There you go, buddy. You're a friend. Agent killed. Oh, Wolf, my guy from the very beginning, was deployed in Iran. He died. Wonder if I was supposed to rescue him or something. Oh, he was... Well, he was killed in England, I think. Think we can attack the enemy officers? Yeah, why not? I think we do have somebody who is kind of an assassin. It says it's a safe mission. We're going after the Brits. It really wants me to build these things. I don't really want to build those things. Power. Theodore, the Blonde Knight of Germany. Stotz shot down Hamish. A victory for all of Germania. Our torpedoes are nothing to be sneezed at.
Because that's just gross.
Oh, our torpedoes are awesome. The Americans are attempting to land in Norwich.
Yeah.
Oh, it has finally happened. Run down this tree a bit too. I do believe they are suffering so badly from this air war that there is not much left of their air force. 5K. I guess they still have quite a bit left, but they're having trouble fielding a decent air force at this point, as you can well imagine.
I can imagine many things.
We have pushed a little bit.
Angetreten. Ausrücken.
A small breakout attempt. And we are having Marines close to London at this point too.
There's a lot of good sightseeing there.
Yeah,
Befehle. Befehle.
I
You
think
can
that,
see all the future locations of Harry Potter.
let's see.
Ihre Befehle.
We have landed in Greater London.
Befehle.
Now we just need Lesser London.
Befehle.
We're working on it.
Bereit zum Ausrücken. Befehle. Bereit zum Ausrücken.
We're gonna probably have to cross the channel with either the Danzig heroes, who are currently repositioning. Yeah, let's cross with the Danzig heroes, even though they're really out of position right now. "24 divisions of the Danzig heroes are going to be assisting the Marines in their attack on London, but the Marines may be able to do this on their own. Bristol is a tough nut to crack.
Yeah.
They have the coolest general who looks like he's from India. We have an overrun. That was unexpected.
Unexpected, but welcome.
Oh yeah. Sunk the pride of the British Navy, the HMS Revenge battleship.
They seem to get a lot of prides right now.
Yeah, once one's sunk, they reinstate another one, and then we sink that one. There's some missiles just over here rotating. We got an overrun as well. See, I think the reason we're getting overruns is because they don't have the fuel to retreat quickly enough.
Yeah, that's a very likely scenario.
Bereit zum Ausrücken. Vorrücken. Greift weiter an. Bereit. Angetreten. Bereit.
Take Norwich. Ace pilot promoted.
Befehle. Bereit. Ihre Befehle.
There you go. They've thrown their bombers in at me to see what they can do.
Bomb in
And,
their own soil. Wow.
well, trying to stem the tide at this point. They have 3,000 torpedo bomb, or was those dive bombers? Yeah, those are dive bombers. Another overrun. Wow, basically anytime we move, we just overrun whatever's there.
Zuhören. Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Alright, Danzig heroes, let's see if we can just cut this country in half. The Danzig heroes have landed. What you need Rommel to do down here? He's still messing around, but not doing much.
We just got to go north and then west and clean everybody out from here to Liberia.
From here to Liberia, that should be the name of this channel, or this series or whatever. From here to Liberia.
Well, those Burmese, they just don't give up.
Yeah. Well, once I take down the United Kingdom, Portugal is next. We could probably fly some bombers across the channel. Well, those heavy fighters have quite the range. Ace pilot promoted. Tactical bomber, strategic bombers. These guys are over here. I do have some aces that can take over medium bombers. I got one. There he goes. Non-aggression pack from Italian Albania. They're like, please, notice me. What is it? Notice me, senpai. Notice me.
Achtung!
Captured a Russian agent.
Ihre Befehle?
Hey, I'm going to Cambridge. Gonna write some books.
All right.
I imagine they'll smell musty.
We can only hope.
Angetreten. Ausrücken.
London is becoming surrounded at this point. And it's about to fall.
Also sounds like a Gerard Butler movie.
The fall of London. The defenders are evacuating the city. So long, London.
Befehle?
Surprised there was no announcement. There it is.
There it is.
Small arms fire can still be heard. For the first time since William the Conqueror, London has fallen to a foreign invader. And I thank you.
I also thank you.
For the Congo.
The Congo, Turkey, Russia, you know, whatever.
Achtung!
Greece, Bulgaria, parts of Romania and Yugoslavia.
I do what I must. I didn't really help you with Iraq, though, so I do apologize.
I'm also taking the credit for India.
Yeah, India is all you. I threw some bombers over there, but I don't think they did very much. I think they just kind of made things interesting. It says here our bombers disrupted 16,000 times. We are shooting down enemies over the Himalayas, so it's not like it's a total waste.
Himalayas, so that's some dicey flying space.
Yeah.
Greift weiter an.
We're cleaning up southern parts of England here. We're going to cross the channel with some more troops in just a minute.
Achtung!
We have surrounded a pocket. They were already pocketized.
Pocketized? We're
Pocketized.
just making up words now.
They were pocketized for a while now. We're still in the hole mechanized by a lot. The air war may end over southern London just because they run out of southern London space.
That's how I've been fighting it. Just take their airports.
Zuhören.
We have shut the pocket.
Ihre
You shut your
Befehle?
pocket.
All right. I think the Marines have done their duty. They have proven their worth, and now they are very interested in trying again in Portugal.
Now the capital's Liverpool. It'll go from being the Beatles to Das Beatles.
Kemen cuz.
Man, is it me or has it been doing improved worker conditions for a little while? I'm still stuck on 89%.
I'm stuck in 87, and it has been a while. Another ace pilot.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Nice. It's very tight.
Oh, he's not there, this guy.
Aha! Your truck got there just in time to force the French Commune into an unhealthy naval invasion. And they just got whooped in record time. That was hilarious.
Bereit.
Those are Panzer SS mechanized too.
As Norm MacDonald would say, that's an oversized hat, so it's funny. In 4 days, I'll have my first reactor online. And in 6 days, I'll have my second reactor online.
You're probably starting to roll in some pretty nice light tanks at this point. Oh. What is Korea thinking? Kim Gu has stepped up. He thinks he can take on the Japanese shogunate because the great Qing dynasty has been doing quite well at it. The great Qing, the great empire of the Qing.
And the United Kingdom successfully invaded Korea.
I don't know, maybe they took a part of it somehow, or I don't know.
Yeah, there's nobody defending it, and
Well, where did they come from?
yeah, I mean, there's.
Where did they come from? Where did they go? Where did they come from? Cotton Eye Joe. Cotton Eye Jim?
We'll say hard pass.
I'm gonna go with a soft one. Soft pass. It's worth the effort, but you know, it doesn't need to be expanded upon any further than that.
I have morons for allies. I took my mountaineers and went all the way around that river so that we could get past the river and we don't have to worry about the impassable terrain. And you know what they did? They gave away one of the spots that I took. So I can either go all the way back around or I have to attack them across the river. And then I'm afraid that if I go all the way back around, that they're just gonna do the same thing over here. I'm gonna test it real quick and see how bad it is. Oh, we're green across the river, huh? Okay, well then, I guess we're just gonna do that and kill them.
The red battle flyer Wuthman shot down the lightning. An agent can be recruited. Yay! We're probably going to bring in the Palestinian. The man who exists to be politically correct before his time.
Before his time.
He is a linguist.
A cunning one, I'm sure.
Only 0.03 per day. He's probably wasting his time over there. Let's just get everybody moving at this point. Our bombers are actually starting to get through a little bit now.
Achtung! Vorrücken! Bereit zum Ausrücken! Zuhören!
I think we can afford to convert stuff at this point. Not that. Fighters? Ooh. Yeah, maybe. We can probably convert heavy fighters. Medium bombers. Yeah, we could probably convert some of those. I don't want to convert transports though. And then we have plenty of factories on top of that. Well, maybe we could up our transport game some. It's green all across the British border. I think they're out of ammo.
Oh.
48 accidents for the rocket interceptors. Yeah, they kind of aren't very good. Oh, their reliability is like 35.2%. They're horrible. Yeah, historically they were pretty unreliable. That's why there's only like 9 of them built. I mean, we are producing these things. We do have plenty of, kind of a waste to mess with them, though. The reliability is garbage. Get it up to 35%. Let's go ahead and do it. I mean, I'm producing stuff that just explodes when it like takes off, so that's probably not that's not the free fascist way. We care about our people. All nations, or all nationalities, races, ethnicities. We are a better form of fascism, everyone.
We're a kinder, gentler fascist.
Not to be confused with those idiots from the real world.
Yeah, because we actually are fascists, and people don't conflate that with being xenophobic, racist nut jobs. Fascism is simply the government and corporations being super cozy about things.
Yep.
We know how to read a dictionary.
There it is.
Now, if you want to complain about corporatism, go ahead. But this is war. We need to be churning out stuff.
We definitely are. I think I'm running out of space. Airspace to fight in here. We're still fighting over the southern England, but it looks like the air war is gonna start to shift north. Technically, I think they're pretty much done for. We've had a field day with them. We've enjoyed shooting them down. It's a turkey shoot at this point.
Hey, none of that talk.
I'm sorry, British people. Please.
Shoot, that's like swearing.
Please forgive me.
Ausrücken!
I thought I sent my trucks in. Oh, they're slogging through the jungle, I guess. And your old friends, the communist nation of Nepal, is now invading near the Congo. We have successfully turned them away from that endeavor.
Yeah, Africa is going to be a game of whack-a-mole here pretty soon. All right, Gabonese, listen up. You guys are at 61%. If you go to 70, I'm going forced labor.
They have moved their air force somewhat, I think. At least removed it from the area. All right. We have 1,100 planes here. We could land all of them right there. and move to the northern section here. 2,100 planes. We can probably drop off some of these guys. Fly them over here and redirect. We are now continuing the air campaign. $78 jets. You know what that means? It means we can raise the jet count by 50 more. That's 200 jets flying over England.
It's gonna be a weird sight.
Well, they have seen rockets, so I guess they wouldn't be too surprised.
I'm just saying, you got wing and then by it.
That was a pretty good impersonation.
Thank you.
Greift weiter an.
I also do tractors and motorcycles.
Alright, take a look at the war here. United Kingdom is very close to capitulating. The Republic of Korea and Haiti and Peru are still in that group. Wow. Portugal and Burma are the only two that are hanging on to the Polish faction. French, Indochina, Brazil, Nepal, and India are our other enemies. We don't really have many impressive enemies left.
All of our enemies are chumps.
It's pretty much what it is.
Oh, yeah, that's not PR. You know, don't know what is. That's gonna be good for the newsreels before the movie at the Nickelodeon.
I do believe our cruiser fleet no longer needs to really mess with the enemy. They're pretty much done at this juncture. I have a lot of attrition from my guys right now. 63% attrition.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Not sure why that is, but well, we're getting so many factories at this point that I'm not really sure what to do with it all.
That's why I build nukes.
More Messerschmitts, more probably medium bombers. Yeah, let's up our medium bomber game at this point. And
9 days till get the bomb. Well, I get to start actually producing it.
another heavy cruiser.
All right, the Blue Army has done a lot of good work, so I'm going to let them go garrison the coastline of Africa. The Teal Army is going to have to still put in their time as we go west.
What is that? I don't even know what that is. Yeah, Rommel's just sitting here right now. He's not sure what to do next. I guess I'm gonna move him. I could have him support you.
I would send more troops over to India, but I'm afraid the Chinese wouldn't know what to do with their infrastructure.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna have Rommel pull back to Egypt. We'll get out of
a
there.
little traditional.
Yeah. He always wanted to be there, and now he is. Live the dream, Rommel. Be who you were always supposed to be.
Beat the ball and throw yourself.
No, ba 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 ba. You know what that's from?
No.
Caddyshack.
I was quoting not another teen movie.
Yeah. And I'm quoting Caddyshack.
You know, I've never actually watched Caddyshack.
Are you serious?
I am.
Rodney Dangerfield.
I do like him, especially in Back to School.
And that was like, Caddyshack was his big, thing. Hit all the great comedians of the day.
I loved all those teeny bopper movies that came in at the turn of the century.
Mm-hmm.
And so when Not Another Teen Movie came out, I really loved that one too.
Not Another Teen Movie.
Who are you? I'm the wise janitor. I tell children what they need to hear in times of crisis, and I change the urinal cakes. That was Mr. Evans before he became Captain America. I got an idea. Let's make another airport out in the middle of nowhere.
He just sunk a Korean transport. Not sure how I feel about this.
I'm gonna say, are you conflicted?
Not sure how I feel about that. I don't understand why they turned against us. Well, I mean, considering Japan was probably roughing them up over there, even though we made a better form of fascism, Japan obviously, they had a bone to pick. And we're going to have words with them.
Indeed.
When this war's done, we're definitely going to have words with them.
Weiter, weiter! Angetreten! Befehle? Zuhören!
We have cut off the Highlands.
There can be only one.
Yep.
Angetreten!
And by the way, all these references should be giving away my age to anybody listening.
Ihre
You
Befehle?
mean you're not a 3-year-old?
Only in spirit. I want to have potato chips for lunch and I want to play all day.
Bereit!
I'm a Dr. Jim, not a snack vendor.
Befehle!
Yeah, first thing we do after we take out England is we're going to change it from crisps to potato chips.
Oh.
Angetreten.
Fish and French fries, everybody.
Yeah!
We're gonna
I'm not
fix
gonna ride
that
in
next.
a tube. I'm riding in a subway.
It's not a bin, it's a trash can.
It's not a lift, it's an elevator.
Yeah.
And you have to smoke your fags outside.
It's not a push car, it is a stroller.
Push car. I didn't hear that one before.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
We love you, Brits.
We're just setting your language free.
Yeah, we're just having a little fun. Feel free to flame us in the comments.
There you go. To be fair, you know, Britain actually was first. It's not like the Americans speak Americanish.
Yeah. We should do something about that.
Yeah. We rip on the Americans enough. We need to like pick on everybody. Hey, guess what?
They named their tanks Matilda. No wonder they lost.
Matilda.
They're not tigers.
Matilda.
They're Matildas.
Well, they still hold out in Ireland, of all places. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Gives your Marines something else to focus on.
Yeah, that is true. But I think this is going to be a wrap here. With the fall,
rap battle.
With the fall of Great Britain, it has now become the Greater Germanic Reich. It's not just Great Britain anymore. It is the Greater Britain, which is the Greater United Kingdom under the Reich. You see how that works?
I'm sure there's a flow chart to explain it.
Yep. Well, at least we'll come up with one. You know that Germany was always good with the paperwork. Got to document our failures. All right. We are actually ready to go into Portugal. Portugal has a terrifying number of troops, though. And that is only
Not
a level
in
3
Africa.
port. That is only a level 3 port. Lisbon is a level 8. I'm sure they've got quite a few more people in Lisbon, though. Oh boy. I don't know if I want to put people into a level 3 port with 10 infantry divisions just north of it. But I'm not sure. I guess we're going to try to redirect our guys.
The only other way is to get Spain to join the faction.
I can't even land on Lisbon.
And there's a nuclear bomb technology.
And we don't need it because we're doing just fine.
Yeah, we're just doing it to run up the score.
Well, we may end up having to drop a nuke on Lisbon here.
Zuhören.
Just in case Spain gets a little bit antsy. They've
And,
got 20-some troops on the border there in one location, so...
We do hear everybody yelling at us. We know it's the atomic bomb.
If it makes you feel any better, there are Russian troops in Portugal.
I don't know if that makes me feel better.
Yeah. I'm not sure how I feel about that either.
All right, now I need a heavy bomber to do this.
Yeah, and air superiority.
Well, like I said, I'm going to let you sort that part out. I'll build the heavy bomber.
We're landing all our planes right now. I do have some heavy bombers, I think.
Well, if you do like a wide view of Africa, it's interesting to watch all the different motion going on. Everybody seems to be going somewhere.
I think these are heavy bombers. There we go.
Thanks.
Adjusted the stuff a bit. Sent you some convoys as well. All right. Next on the list, Portugal. There goes some more Korean transports. All right. Well, any last words before we bail out on this game, Jim?
Goodbye, Congo. We won't miss you.
Yeah, and United Kingdom, you put up a hell of an air war. And a ground fight, too, for that matter, with no gasoline.
And for that, we will forgive you for naming your tank Matilda.
Yeah, they still have a lot of aircraft left over, over in Ireland. And I've only got 2,000 fighters and 2,000 heavy fighters, but I pretty much matched them now, but it took that long and at that ratio to catch up to them, so that was a tough fight. So, all right. Peace out, everybody. Take care. See you next time.